Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna show you guys how to make the side slit crochet top. This top is very easy to make and also turned out very beautiful. I love how it turned out. And I have free written pattern for size extra small go up to double XL. It's available on my blog. But if you prefer the PDF printable version, it's available for purchase on my Etsy shop and my Ravelry store. For this tutorial gonna be part 1. It's gonna be for size small. I hope you enjoy. Here is the materials that I use for this project. So I use 2 color of Lion Brand. This is gonna be my color A. Lion Brand Comfy Cotton Blend. 7 ounces, 200 grams, 392 yards, and 358 meters per each cake or each ball, whatever you call it. And then the yarn size, light number 3. And here is the color. For color A, I used a little bit more than 2 cakes, okay? This is my color B, also the same yarn, Comfy Cotton Blend, the same amount of yarn, and same yarn size, light number 3. Here is the color. For color B, I used about half of the cake, okay? I will put more details in description below. Please go check that out. And crochet hook, size 5 millimeters. Scissors, yarn needle, and you will need more than 1 stitch markers, okay? Before we start, I just want to talk about how the pattern works a little bit. So, the back and the front panel is made the same. Doesn't matter which panel you choose to be the front or the back because they make the same, okay? And then the chain that you start gonna be the width of your top. The width across, okay? From here to here, not around. So here is for size small. I have 16.28 inches width across, and after that we will crochet back and forth. And then for this top, you can make shorter or longer. Just keep repeating the pattern row repeat, and I will tell you exactly how you can do that. Don't worry. And after you have your desired length, it'll be like this, and you're gonna create the shoulder part here and then come back to this side and make the other shoulder part. And then the length for my top for size small that I made from the bottom here all the way up till the end, I have 24.57 inches length. Okay, after you have 2 panels, you're gonna put them like this, okay, on the right side facing each other. We're gonna sew on at the shoulder seam here. After that, for me, I gonna use a flat slip stitch join on the side. If you prefer using your yarn needle and sew, you can do that as well, okay? But I gonna use flat slip stitch join. I will go slowly, don't worry. And then after that, after we join on the side, we also gonna leave this side open a little bit here, okay? If you don't want to leave it open, totally up to you. You just start join from the bottom all the way up, and then we're gonna leave the armhole opening, and I will tell you exactly how many rows, how many inches that I leave it open for my armhole. And then after that, I will continue crochet around the arm edge. And then after we finish crochet around the arm edge, we're gonna come back to the neck hole opening. I'm gonna crochet around the neck hole. Alright, after that, I'm gonna come to the side that I left it open, and I'm gonna crochet around the side edge and go around the bottom edge and then go up to the other side edge like that. And then the front and the back do exactly the same. Okay, let me show you here. So here is my finished project. Sorry, it's kind of big, so I cannot show you the whole thing. You can see in the picture. Here is my shoulder. Here is the other shoulder, and here where I create around the neck hole. And I show you the armhole here. Here is my armhole, and here what I crochet around the edge. And here is flat slip stitch joint that I create on the right side. I just wanted to show on the right side. Like I said, if you don't want it, you just use your yarn needle and sew it. Don't worry. And then the other side is the same. And then I show you at the bottom here. See this, the bottom I leave it open. Okay. Now I have to cut this out. Forget. And then after that, I crochet around the side edge, the bottom edge, and go up to the other side edge like that. This is the front, and then the back, do exactly the same. Crochet on the side edge or around the bottom edge, go back up to the other side edge like that. Okay, I think I got everything, but please, if I missed something or if you want to see all the details, please check in description below. I have all the details in there, as well as a free written pattern for size extra small to double XL. Okay, and this is gonna be part 1. For the part 1, I'm gonna show you how to make the panel, the whole panel. Okay, and then for the part 2, I'm gonna show you how to join them together and how to crochet around the edges. Alright. Okay, so I already make one panel here because we're gonna make 2 exactly the same. Alright, so this pattern is multiple of 2 plus 3. If you don't know what is multiple of 2 plus 3, you're gonna make 2 chain, 2 chain, 2 chain, 2 chain until you have your desired width, and then at the end you're gonna add 3 more chains. That is multiple of 2 plus 3. And I will tell you exactly how many chains that I made. Okay, don't worry. And this pattern is 4 rows repeat, which is row 2 to row 5. So here is row 2. Here is row 3, here is row 4, here is row 5. See, this is 2 to 5. And then after that, repeat 2 to 5, 2 to 5, 2 to 5, 2 to 5, like that. Row 2 to row 5. That is the pattern repeat. Okay, and again, I will tell you exactly how many rows that I made, how many repeat. Okay, and yeah, this top I make 2 colors. You can make more than 2 or you can make just 1 color, totally up to you. Okay, and here is the shoulders, and then at the end I cut the yarn and I leave a long tail for sewing the shoulder front panel and back panel together. Same at this side, I leave a long tail again for sewing the back and the front panel together. And here 2 panels make exactly the same, but the other panel you don't need to leave a long tail because we already leave a long tail in one panel. Okay, and yeah, other than that, make exactly the same. Alright, so let's get started. Okay, so first I'm gonna make a slip knot, and like I said, this pattern is multiple of 2 plus 3. So for me, for size small, I'm gonna make 59 chains. That is multiple of 2 plus 3. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Make sure don't make your chain too tight, and I will be back when I have 59 chains. I have 59 chains here. And for row 1, gonna be the right side. For an odd number row, gonna be the right side, and for an even number row, gonna be the wrong side. Okay, row 1 is the right side. So we're gonna skip 3 chains, and then into the next chain we're gonna make 1 double crochet. okay, which is the fourth chain from hook that we're gonna make one double crochet, and then the first 3 chain that we're gonna skip is count as one double crochet. Okay, so I skip 1, 2, and 3, and then into the next chain I'm gonna make one double crochet. So yarn over hook, insert the hook into the fourth chain from hook. So I skip 3 here, okay, and then I always like to go into the little bump on the back of the chain stitch here, like that. You also can go into the normal chain stitch as well, whatever you prefer, but this is how I like to do, okay. Pull up a loop, 3 loops on the hook, gonna yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. So now I have 2 double crochet because the first 3 chain count as 1, okay, and then we're just gonna make 1 double crochet into each chain stitch across. So yarn over, insert the hook into the next chain. Again, I go into the little bump on the back of the next chain here. Pull up a loop, 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Now I have 3 double crochet. And then yarn over, insert the hook into next stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, insert the hook into next stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Alright, so now I have 5 double crochet. You're gonna keep making that, alright? And the reason I like to go into the little bump on the back of each chain stitch, it gives me really nice edge at the bottom here. Like I said, whatever you prefer. Alright, I'm gonna keep making 1 double crochet into each chain stitch across, and I will meet you guys back in when I reach the end of row 1. I'm at the end of row 1 and I have 57 double crochet stitches, includes the first 3 chain that we skipped to, okay? And then for row 2, I'm gonna change color to be my color B here. You can use any method you like for changing color. I'm gonna show you 2 different ways you can change the color. Okay, so the first method, for the last double crochet that I made the row 1 here, I just gonna remove that first and I gonna redo that again. So I yarn over hook, insert the hook into the last stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Okay, now method 1, you're not gonna yarn over and pull through 2 loops with color A, but you're gonna bring the color B. Okay, I bring my color B here and then I hold it right here like that, and then I yarn over with my color B and pull through those 2 loops like so. This is the method 1, okay? And then now for row 2, you're gonna chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 like that and turn, okay? But now I'm gonna show you the second method first. I just gonna redo everything okay? For the second method, you're just gonna finish the last double crochet here in row 1, just normal, just finish that, and then I'm gonna cut the yarn right now like this. I just cut and then I pull the yarn out like that, and then I turn, okay, and then I insert my hook into the very first stitch here, and then I bring my color B. Oops, okay, bring my color B and oops, yarn over and pull it out like that, okay, and then I tie those tails together, or you can do that later, doesn't matter. So I insert the hook into the same stitch, pull up a loop with color B and chain 4, 1, 2, 3 and 4. See, you have 2 different ways you can do that, whatever you prefer. But for me, I prefer the method 1, but I just want to show you. This is how I learn when I start crochet this way. So row 2, you chain 4 here, right? And then the first 3 chain count as 1 double crochet, and then the chain 1 count as 1 chain space, which is gonna be right here, the chain space, okay? And then I turn. This is gonna be row 2, which is the wrong side, and then I'm gonna skip next stitch here and make 1 double crochet into the next. So yarn over, hook, skip the next stitch, insert the hook into the next, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, like so, and then chain 1, skip next stitch and make 1 double crochet into the next, yarn over, skip the next, insert the hook into the next, and make a double crochet, chain 1, skip the next, insert the hook into the next, and make double crochet, skip this one, insert the hook into this one, and make a double crochet, like that. We're just gonna repeat that. Chain 1, skip next stitch and make 1 double crochet into the next. Okay, chain 1, skip the next, make 1 double crochet into the next. This one, okay, like that. Alright, keep making that. You're gonna chain 1, skip next stitch and make 1 double crochet into the next, chain 1, skip next stitch and make 1 double crochet into the next until the end, and then the last stitch that you're gonna make the double crochet into gonna be the 3rd chain. Okay, don't worry, I come back when I reach the end and I will make the last double crochet with you. Now I'm at the end of row 2 here. I haven't made the last double crochet yet because I wanna make the same time with you guys. Okay, so now after I chain 1 here, and then I need to make the last double crochet. Like I said, the last double crochet you're gonna make into the 3rd chain. The last stitch always gonna be into the 3rd chain because we count the first 3 chain as 1 double crochet. Don't forget that, okay? So this is gonna be the 3rd chain right here. If you're not sure, you turn to row 1 and you count the chain that you skip to. So this is the first chain that you skip in row 1. This is the 2nd chain. This is the 3rd chain. That the 3rd chain you're gonna make 1 double crochet in there, the last double crochet right here. Okay, so I chain 1 here already, and then I'm gonna make the last double crochet into the 3rd chain. Yarn over, hook, insert the hook into the 3rd chain here, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, like that. So the end of row 2, I have 29 double crochet stitches and then 28 1 chain space. So I show you how to count. We're gonna count the double crochet first, okay? So this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, and 29. Okay, 29 double crochet stitches, and then we're gonna count the 1 chain space. So here's 1 chain space. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, and 28 right here. Alright, 28 1 chain spaces. And then row 3, I'm gonna chain to my color A again. Again, you can use any method you prefer for changing color, okay? For me, I prefer the method 1 that I show you. So to do that, I just gonna redo the last double crochet till I have 2 loops like this, okay? Or I just gonna redo the whole thing, so try to not confuse you. So I'm gonna yarn over, hook, and make the last double crochet into the 3rd chain here. Insert the hook into the 3rd chain, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. And now when I have 2 loops left, I'm gonna bring my color A, okay, and hold it right here. And then I'm gonna yarn over with my color A and pull through 2 loops like that. That's how I like to chain color. And then I'm gonna chain 3 to start row 3. 1, 2, and 3. The first 3 chains always count as 1 double crochet. And now I'm just gonna cut my color B. Don't cut it too short or too long, okay? Just enough to weaving the end later. And after I chain 3, I turn. And then I'm gonna make 1 double crochet into the first 1 chain space here, right into the 1 chain space. So yarn over hook, insert the hook into the 1 chain space, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. And then I'm gonna make 1 double crochet into the 1 double crochet stitch right here. So yarn over, insert the hook on top of the double crochet stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. And then 1 double crochet into the next 1 chain space, yarn over, insert the hook into the next 1 chain space, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. And then 1 double crochet into the next next double crochet stitch, sorry. Yarn over, insert the hook into the double crochet stitch, pull up a loop and make a double crochet, and then double crochet into the next 1 chain space right here. Alright, you're just gonna repeat that. So next, you're gonna make 1 double crochet into the double crochet stitch, and then 1 double crochet into the 1 chain space, 1 double crochet into the double crochet stitch, 1 double crochet into the 1 chain space. Alright, until the end. And then for the last stitch, again, always gonna be the 3rd chain, okay? And I will make the last double crochet with you into the 3rd chain. Okay, now I haven't made the last 2 double crochet yet because I want to show you. When your work is look like this, that means you need to make 2 double crochet at the end, okay? Which is the last space and then the last stitch, which is the 3rd chain. Alright, I'll show you. So next, I'm gonna make 1 double crochet into the next space, which is the last space right here. And then I'm gonna make the last double crochet into the last stitch, which is the 3rd chain. So here is the 1st chain here, 2nd chain and 3rd chain. So I yarn over, insert the hook into the 3rd chain right here. Pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. That's what it look like. Alright, the end of row 3. I have 57 double crochet stitches. We will have the same amount of these stitches in row 1. Please count your stitches so you not increase or decrease by accident. So row 4, we're gonna chain 3. 1, 2, and 3. First 3 chains always count as 1 double crochet and turn, or you can turn first and chain, doesn't matter. And then we're gonna make 1 double crochet into the next stitch and then into each stitch across, okay? So yarn over, insert the hook into the next stitch right here. Not the very first stitch, okay? The very first stitch is belong to the first 3 chain. Because we count the first 3 chain as 1 double crochet, so that stitch is belong to those 3 chains. So I yarn over hook, insert the hook into the next stitch here, right here. Pull up a loop and make double crochet. Now I have 2 double crochet, and then double crochet into the next stitch, double crochet into the next stitch. Oh, ants. Okay. Double crochet into the next stitch. Okay, you're gonna keep making 1 double crochet into each stitch across, and then the last double crochet gonna be into the 3rd chain. Alright, I will meet you guys back in when you reach the end of row 4. I'm at the end of row 4 and I already made the last double crochet into the 3rd chain here. Okay, I'm pretty sure you guys know how to do that already. So the end of row 4, I have the same 57 double crochet stitches, and row 5, repeat row 4, okay, which is chain 3, count as 1 double crochet and turn, or you can turn first and chain, doesn't matter, and then 1 double crochet into the next stitch and then each stitch across. Yarn over, insert the hook into the next stitch here, okay, this one, and make a double crochet. Now I have 2 double crochet into the next stitch, double crochet into the next stitch, like that. Alright, keep making 1 double crochet into each stitch, and then for the last stitch also gonna be the 3rd chain always. Alright, and I will meet you guys back in when you reach the end of row 5. I'm at the end of row 5. I have the same 57 double crochet stitches, and I also make the last double crochet into the 3rd chain already here. Okay, like I explained earlier, this pattern is 4 row repeat, which is row 2 to row 5. So next, I just gonna repeat row 2 to 5, row 2 to 5, row 2 to 5. Okay, but I show you a little bit more. I change color the same as well. Whatever color I use for the pattern repeat. Like here, color B I use for row 2. And whatever the row that I gonna repeat row 2, I gonna use color B. Like that, okay? Hope it makes sense. Yeah, anyway, so now I'm at the end of row 5. So next, row 6, I gonna start repeat row 2, right? Change color again. That's how I do. So I gonna use the first method that I show you to change color. So I drop the last loop off till I have 2 loops on my hook like this. I'm gonna bring my color B and hold it right here. Oops. Hold it right here, and then yarn over with color B and pull through the last 2 loops like that. And then remember, when we make row 2, we chain 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And for 3 chain count as 1 double crochet, and then the chain 1 count as 1 chain space. And then I turn, and now I'm gonna cut my color A. Don't cut too short or too long. Just enough to weaving the end later. And then this is gonna be row 6. I repeat row 2. I'm gonna skip the next stitch and make 1 double crochet into the next stitch right here. So yarn over, skip the next stitch, insert the hook into the next, and make a double crochet like so. Oops. Okay, and then I chain 1, skip next stitch and make 1 double crochet into the next stitch. Yarn over, skip the next, insert the hook into the next, and make a double crochet. Chain 1, skip next stitch and make 1 double crochet into the next, like here. Okay, see, we do everything the same. Just repeat exactly the same when you make row 2, okay? So if you forget, you can rewind the video and go back and watch it again. We're gonna do everything the same, okay? I try to not make this video too long. Alright, so yeah, repeat exactly the same. And then the last stitch always gonna be the 3rd chain. And the first 3 chains always count as 1 double crochet, okay? And yeah, one more thing, please count your stitches. Make sure that you don't miss anything or you don't decrease by accident or increase, okay? Okay, for me, for size small, I gonna repeat row 2 to row 5 9 more times, and I will have total of 41 rows. Start count from row 1 here. I will have 41 rows. And if you want shorter, you repeat row 2 to row 5 less times. And if you want longer, you repeat row 2 to row 5 more. Okay? Whatever you do, this is the 4 row repeat, row 2 to row 5. Alright? So I show you here. See, from here all the way up to here, I have 41 rows. Okay, and then after I have 41 rows, I will add 2 more rows for the shoulder part here. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and repeat row 2 to row 5 9 more times. Okay, and I will have total of 41 rows. and I will be back. Okay, after I repeat row 2 to row 5 9 more times, and I have total of 41 rows. Start count from row 1 here, okay, all the way up. I have 41 rows. Here is the end of row 41. And then for row 42, we're gonna change color. But if you use just one color, just continue use one color, and then we're gonna make a shoulder part, okay? So I show you guys here in this panel. We're gonna make this part. It's gonna be the shoulder. See, this is row 42. This is row 43. On this side, and then we're gonna come back to do this side later. Okay, we're gonna focus on one side first. I show you how to do that. So I'm gonna change color. I'm gonna change the same. Again, use any method you prefer for changing color. I bring my color B here. Oops. Okay, and then I drop the last loop off. That's what I do for changing color. And then I bring my color B up, and then yarn over with color B and put through the last 2 loops on row 41 like that. So row 42, we're gonna make the shoulder part. So I'm gonna chain 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm just gonna cut the color A here real quick. We're not gonna use it anymore. And the first 3 chain here count as 1 double crochet, and then 1 chain here count as 1 chain space. Okay, after that I'm gonna turn and then skip next stitch and make 1 double crochet into the next. So yarn over hook, skip the next, insert the hook into the next, and make a double crochet. Okay, and then chain 1, skip next stitch and make 1 double crochet into the next stitch. Yarn over, skip the next, and make double crochet into the next. Okay, you're gonna repeat that 5 more times. Chain 1, skip next stitch, and 1 double crochet into the next. Okay, so chain 1, skip next stitch, 1 double crochet into the next. Okay, and chain 1, skip the next stitch, 1 double crochet into the next. Chain 1, skip next stitch and make double crochet into the next. Chain 1, skip next stitch and make 1 double crochet into the next. Chain 1, skip next stitch and 1 double crochet into the next. Okay, and when you have 8 double crochet, includes the first 3 chain too. Okay, when you have 8 double crochet, you're gonna stop there, and you will have 8 double crochet and then 7 1 chain spaces like this. Okay, so see this 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 and 8, and you will stop right there. Again, this is size small. Okay, every size is different. All right, and then like I said, we're just gonna focus on this side first, the right shoulder. And then for row 43, final rows, you're gonna chain 4. 1 2 3 and 4. The first 3 chain count as 1 double crochet, and then the chain 1 count as 1 chain space. And after that, you're gonna turn, or you can turn first and chain, doesn't matter. And then you're gonna make 1 double crochet into the double crochet stitch right here. So yarn over, insert the hook into the double crochet stitch right here, put up a loop and make a double crochet like that. Chain 1, double crochet into the double crochet stitch on top of the double crochet stitch. Yarn over, insert the hook on top of the double crochet stitch and make a double crochet like that. Chain 1 and just repeat that. 1 double crochet on top of the double crochet stitch. Chain 1, 1 double crochet on top of the double crochet stitch. Repeat that till the end. Oops. Alright, and then chain 1. the last double crochet that you're gonna make into gonna be the third chain always. So I yarn over, skip the next chain here and make one double crochet into the third chain. So here's the first chain, second chain, and third chain. Okay, yarn over, insert the hook into the third chain and make the last double crochet like that. Now we're done with one shoulder, one side, and then I'm gonna cut the yarn. So like I show you guys earlier, both panel, front and back panel, is make the same, but at the end you just need to leave a long tail, just the one panel. Okay, so here this panel I already leave a long tails in both shoulder, right? So this panel, the one that I'm making right now that I show you, I don't need to leave a long tail. All right, I already leave a long tail in this one. So after I make the last double crochet here, I just gonna cut the yarn. Don't need to leave a long tail for this panel for me, just enough to weaving the end later like that. And then I put the yarn out and I'm done with this shoulder. Okay, and then we're gonna come back to the other shoulder, the left shoulder here. Here is what it look like. We have this side done, and then we're gonna come back to make this side. This side gonna be row 42, okay, because this row 42 here. So you're gonna turn this way like this, and then you're gonna start count the next stitch after we make the last double crochet of row 42 at the shoulder here. Here is the last stitch of row 42 for the right shoulder, right? And then the next stitch I gonna start count from there. I gonna skip 27 stitches. Again, this is size small, every size is different. So here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, and 27. Okay, skip 27, and then the next stitch here I gonna add a new yarn. The reason I start this way because I want row 42 and row 43 is the same side. Okay, so like I said, the odd number rows is the right side and even number row is the wrong side, so I want to keep that way. But if you prefer, add a new yarn at the end here and then start row 42 and then come back to row 43. You can do that as well. This is what I like to do. Okay, so after I skip 27 stitches and then I insert the hook into the stitch next to it, and then I gonna add new yarn, color B for me. I bring the yarn out. Okay, and then you can tie a knot here first and make the chain. You can do that as well, whatever you prefer. After I put the yarn out like this, I just gonna chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I skip next stitch and make one double crochet into the next stitch. Yarn over, skip the next, insert the hook into the next and make a double crochet. Again, the first 3 chain count as one double crochet and then one chain count as one chain space. Okay, and then chain 1, skip next stitch and make double crochet into the next. You're just gonna repeat that. Chain 1, skip next stitch, one double crochet into the next. Chain 1, skip next stitch, one double crochet into the next. Chain 1, skip next stitch, one double crochet into the next. It's the same pattern when we make the right shoulder. Okay, so I chain 1, skip next stitch, one double crochet into the next. Chain 1, skip next stitch, one double crochet into the next, which is the last stitch into the third chain. Okay, so here is the third chain. Gonna make the last double crochet. All right, the end of row 42 on my left shoulder. I have 8 double crochet stitches and then 7 one chain spaces. It's the same when we make the right shoulder. You want to have the same amount of these stitches, okay? Again, this is size small. And now row 43, final rows, I'm gonna chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. For 3 chain count as 1 double crochet, and then chain 1 count as 1 chain space, and turn, or you can turn first and chain, doesn't matter. And then do the same when we make the right shoulder. 1 double crochet on top of the double crochet stitch here. Yarn over, insert the hook, and make double crochet like that. Chain 1 double crochet into the next double crochet stitch, chain 1 double crochet into the next double crochet stitch. Oops. Okay, just repeat that till the end. Okay, and then I chain 1, and for the last stitch gonna be the 3rd chain that we did right here. Okay, so yarn over, insert the hook into the 3rd chain and make the last double crochet like that, and we done. Yay! See, here's what this look like. And then I cut the yarn. Again, I'm not gonna leave a long tail for this panel because the other panel I already leave a long tail for both shoulder. Right, just cut the yarn enough to weave in the end later, and then I pull the yarn out, and that's it. Yay! See, beautiful and easy. The shoulder, the right shoulder, the left shoulder. And next I'm gonna weave all my ends first, and then we will sew the panels together. Okay, you need 2 of this. All right, I show you how I hiding my tails. Okay, when you weaving your ends, hiding your tail, you just need to hide the color B to the color B line, and then the color A to the color A line. I'm pretty sure you guys know how to do that, but I'm gonna show you a little bit anyways. So I just gonna hiding this tail first, hiding my color B first here. I bring my yarn needle, insert my tail into that needle, and then I'm gonna go up here. So I'm gonna go on the wrong side. Remember, the odd number row is the right side, and for the an even number row is the wrong side. So I'm gonna go on the wrong side. So here is the right side facing me right now. So I'm gonna insert into this stitch and bring to the wrong side like that, and then I'm gonna hiding my tail on the wrong side. I try to go into the color B line so it's not show like that. And then I'm gonna insert back. If you like, you can tie a knot as well, whatever you prefer. Okay, maybe I tie a knot, 1 knot just to make sure that it's secure like that. Okay, and then I keep hiding my tail. Alright, make sure it's secure, and then you just trim the tail that you just hide right here. Trim my tail like that, and then I come back to my color A here and then hide the tail as well. So again, here is the right side. I'm gonna bring my tail into on the wrong side. Bring this back like that. Go on the wrong side. I'm just gonna bring it up here. Bring it up here. I'm pretty sure you guys know how to do that. You can skip this part if you know how to do this, okay? And then I just gonna tie a knot here. Oops. Like that, okay? and keep hiding the tail. This is the wrong size, so you're not gonna see it anyway. Don't worry, don't think too much. And then come back. Like so. Nothing fancy, just try to hide your tail, okay? And make sure it's secure and trim the tail. Like that. See, we just hide these tails. These two tails. Like that. And then you're gonna keep hiding all your tails. Don't forget, don't hide the tail that you leave a long tail for sewing the shoulder part here. Alright? So yeah, keep hiding all your tails, and I will meet you guys back in, and after that we're gonna join the pieces together, and I will show you how to do that in the part 2. And yeah, I will see you in the part 2.